Obviously, we are covering a lot of the news that are happening currently in the space of cryptocurrency. Super exciting week is awaiting us. Hopefully that you are with your morning tea or coffee or green smoothie, whatever you are drinking right now. We are getting live on Facebook as well. What is going on, guys? Today's daily crypto show, Vitaly Dubin is here, and we are covering every single day the news, the hottest news that are happening in the cryptocurrency space. And this week is going to be incredible, and the month of May is going to be absolutely incredible. I have a lot of awesome news to share with you today on this show. So prepare your morning coffee or tea or whatever you're drinking in the morning. I'm drinking green smoothies every single morning. So let's start with the covering of the coin market cap. What we are seeing is an incredible boom in the space of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is trading right now at almost $9,500, and we're seeing green across all the major coins. I mean, check it out. We are seeing double digits in many of the coins. EOS at 17%, Ethereum at 3.5%, Ripple at 6%, Bitcoin Cash at 5.8%. The overall cryptocurrency market is rising to $440 billion, and we are moving right into the target of what Dan Moorhead, the CEO of Pantera Capital, and pay attention to what he's saying, because he has a $1 billion cryptocurrency hedge fund, and he is predicting that the cryptocurrency market is going to hit $40 trillion within 10 years. So right now, what you're seeing, it's not even half of $1 trillion, right? Imagine what will be when we hit $40 trillion. It's going to be crazy. We have 1,587 cryptocurrencies right now, currently trading on the exchanges. Cardano 25%. We are seeing Eternity. What is this? 50%, right? 50%. That's really awesome. And some of the coins, you know, like Eternity Ontology 40%, Nebulous 36%. Congratulations of holding these coins. It's really incredible. And we are in a booming altcoins market. So definitely great, exciting times for all of us in the cryptocurrency space, and you are in the right place in the right time here with Bitcoin's Walls Club to get educated, to learn everything you need to learn about cryptocurrencies, to really take advantage of this incredible rise. So on the news today, Ethereum has been predicted to rise to $2,500 in 2018, and currently it is trading at 692, right? So it's almost 3 or 4 times by the end of the year. And part of the reason is because Ethereum blockchain is being used by a lot of the companies, decentralized apps, the smart contracts, and the Diver Group. This is the one that has been predicting this price. It was a statement of $2,500. They have nearly 800,000 clients and investors over the world, over $10 billion under counseling and administration. Okay, so it can go in further in 2019 and 2020. More and more people are going to be using the smart contracts, and overall a lot of the projects are being developed on the Ethereum blockchain. So definitely invest into Ethereum, get more Ethereum. This year is going to be an awesome year for Ethereum as well. Moving on to Charlie Lee. He is the founder of Litecoin. Litecoin has been established a couple of years after Bitcoin. Charlie Lee was the former Google employee that created this whole cryptocurrency. And what he did last year, he sold Litecoin, all of his Litecoin holdings at the peak of the price. And a lot of the people kind of was thinking like, why did he do that? He's leaving the project, or what it's all about, like what the future holds for Litecoin. And the main motivation was for Charlie Lee to sell his Litecoin holdings is to move out of the picture at one point in time, to have the cryptocurrency be totally decentralized like it should be, and not being controlled by one person, like not not literally controls everything about Litecoin, but he is the main influencer and the developer behind Litecoin. So he wanted to step away, but of course, a lot of people would be thinking about this move, that he sold all of his Litecoin in late December, that wanted to cash out on his Litecoin at the boom of the market, right? So that's why he's saying for a currency to really be worldwide decentralized currency, you can't have a real leader to make it more decentralized. So he says, I still think it was the right move, but I question whether I think in the long run it was the right move, but in the short term, it doesn't seem the right decision, right? So he had been doing a great interview with the co-founder of 10x, Julian Host, on YouTube. You can watch this interview. It's really worth watching this interview where he'll reveal a lot of the behind the scenes about Litecoin and his thought. But I'm bullish on Litecoin. Litecoin has a lot of potential, and you know, from the speeding of cryptocurrency, and it has the Lightning network that the Litecoin is operating on, and all of those things will have Litecoin be here for the long term, and I'm bullish on Litecoin as well as Ethereum. Moving on, we have Bitcoin. Well, let's check this. Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Well, there is a war going on between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. You know, Roger Ver, who is the founder of Bitcoin.com, and Bitcoin.com is like a very desired domain to hold, because people that type in Bitcoin in the Google search, they'll arrive in, you know, at Bitcoin.com. So they think this is the official, you know, website about Bitcoin. So Roger Ver holds Bitcoin.com, and he recently changed even more the representations and the logos of Bitcoin Cash, and he is a big believer in Bitcoin Cash, and like he's stepping out of the lines because it is confusing to people that are getting to the website and want to buy Bitcoin and using the wallet. Is they're actually, you know, depositing Bitcoin into Bitcoin Cash wallet address, and they are losing their funds, right? Because he made it appear in a way that Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin, and he refers to Bitcoin as the Bitcoin Core, right? Bitcoin Core. Buy Bitcoin Core with credit card. So he refers to Bitcoin Cash, right, in many cases as the real Bitcoin, which is very, very confusing to people. So now they have a whole movement of currently 911 members on a Telegram channel that want to sue Roger Ver for, you know, misrepresentation of Bitcoin on his main website, which is very aggravating and really, you know, getting the cryptocurrency community pissed off because Bitcoin Cash is just a fork for Bitcoin that appeared on 1st of August. It's not the main Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been here since 2009, since the first block that has ever been generated in January 2009. It has the biggest blockchain history. So Bitcoin Cash is not the real Bitcoin, as some people who are new to the space may have been confused about that, right? I don't know why Roger Ver is such a big proponent of Bitcoin Cash, but Eric Verhoeven, one of his old buddies from the days when they all got started, he tweeted, "Please stop referencing me to back up your opinion that Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin. It isn't. Bitcoin is the chain originated from the Genesis block. The Bitcoin Cash fork failed to gain majority, right? So it failed to gain majority. It's not really delivering on the promises as of now, as you know, being a superior currency than Bitcoin. So in any case, be careful, guys, when you are using Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Those are two different cryptocurrencies, even though they are forked. Bitcoin Cash forked out of Bitcoin. Two different addresses system. Don't send Bitcoin to Bitcoin Cash. right, to BCH, and don't send Bitcoin Cash to Bitcoin. All right, just make sure that you are not doing so. And interestingly enough, Bitcoin's Wikipedia page has now a misleading block explorer, right? The saga continues between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, as the block explorer listed on the page is now related to Bitcoin Cash, right? So this is interesting. It's like a war that is going on between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, and Wikipedia, obviously a lot of people trust this. So if they're going to see the Wikipedia about Bitcoin and go to the Explorer and see Bitcoin Cash there, they're going to get confused about that and think again that Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin. So it's interesting to see how this war between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash is going to pan out. Just don't confuse between the two. Now, among the positives, there are also going to be the negative critics about Bitcoin. So that's why I'm talking about that. The name of Warren Buffett keeps appearing in the news from time to time, as he has a big influence over the traditional retail investors. And his company, Berkshire Hathaway, has owned a lot, like per share, like $300,000 or so per year, a stock, almost $300,000 per year, and his fortune hovers about $80 billion for Warren Buffett. So he just doesn't invest in things that he doesn't understand, guys. And crypto is one of those things that he has no clue about and he doesn't understand. So that's why he calls it a bubble, or he calls it that there is something that people are buying, hoping for the next buy to pay more and stuff like that. So his statements, based on ignorance, mostly, still they have some grip a little bit over his influence, over his followers and all of that stuff. So I don't think that it's going to majorly affect the large institutional investors, because they're doing their own research and they're understanding Bitcoin themselves, and they're not really relying on just what Buffett is saying about Bitcoin. Next, we have St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank says Bitcoin is like regular currency, because they did a study about Bitcoin, and they basically are confirming, right, that even though Bitcoin is not being backed up by anything, so is all the other all the other fiat currency, right? The dollar, the euros, the yens, all of those currencies, they have nothing but trust to back them up, to function as a media of exchange. So surprisingly, the Fed's new statement also echoes one of the predominant arguments that cryptocurrency fans use to disparage government-based currency. So there is a limited supply on both cash and Bitcoin. So there is a lot of they try to point, like drawing like what is Bitcoin is like regular currency, how it is alike, but in many senses it is not like the regular currency, of course. But in this sense, that nothing is backing up but trust, all of the currencies, that is true. So that's just something to keep in mind. And women, guys, women, please be more active with the Bitcoin community, as recent studies have shown that 95% of people Googling Bitcoin were male and only 5% are female. Probably the reality is 80% of people involved in Bitcoin are males and 20% are females. So unless you want the men to get rich, right? Be more engaged with the cryptocurrency space. Women, you have the power. You can do this. So let's take a more active stance, because Bitcoin price could one day reach $700,000, guy, according to John Pfeffer, who is a venture capitalist. And when Bitcoin can replace the gold, like what people use gold for as the reserve of and store of value, it can reach $700,000. And Tim Drader predicted recently that Bitcoin would hit $250,000 by the year 2022. Okay, so this is definitely exciting times for the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space. So women, be more active, please, in the crypto community. All right, and we have an amazing week that are going to unfold this week inside Bitcoin's Wealth Club. Of course, I'm here going to be giving you all the updates about everything that is going to happen and is happening in our community, and all the latest updates about where we are. And I'm super excited about this week and what we can accomplish as a community, moving one step closer to helping you becoming a crypto millionaire. Hoping you have an amazing and awesome day, and I'm going to see you